Welcome back to Soccer Cards United. It's episode 128. My name is Jason. This is the best little soccer card podcast in the world. That's Enzo. Hi, Enzo.
Hey, Jason.
We're both wearing grey jumpers today.
That's the mood.
It's a very grey, and we have this kind of almost grey wall behind us. And I think if I had to pick a colour, if we were making a Soccer Cards United football kit, and we had to pick a colour, I think grey would represent us quite well.
Blue and yellow.
No, I think blue and yellow is what we would choose.
But grey would suit us.
I think if you sat us down with a team,
If we had a focus group.
yeah, they would, and they said, "What colours do you associate with Soccer Cards United?" Grey.
Jason, I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but here we are.
You're telling me that's just the reality.
I wish it wasn't. Few bits to talk about up front. First of all, we announced on Monday that we were doing a little semi-final special on World Cup Prism at €400 a box, and that has gone so well, and we've had so many orders. But I'll say this, so many orders from all around the globe. We've had people buying in Ireland, in the UK, in Spain, in Portugal, in Germany, in America.
I'm trying to think if it's anywhere else. I could have sworn. No, it wasn't an Australian.
I don't think so, but
I shipped them all out, so I was like,
yeah,
thinking France
maybe France, but it's been all over the world. And so what that tells us is that the people want to get in on the World Cup Prism action.
Are global.
They're global, and they would like to keep in on it. Even before we started this podcast, an order came in from Portugal.
Yeah, that was great.
So we're going to keep that until the World Cup final is over.
Okay.
So if you want to get involved, there's still time.
Sorry, I was just updating a few things on the site.
That's fine.
So I'm sorry for my distraction. I'm back.
You're back. SoccerCardsUnited.com. Head over there to the store. World Cup Prism is staying at its special reduced price.
It's a good price to open it. Tell us what you get in it.
Tell us what you get in it, because we send out these boxes out into the world. People could be hitting. There's sometimes people say, "I got this, I got that," but
It's very hurtful sometimes.
sometimes it's really good.
That, like, I got this one of one, and I was like, oh, great, fantastic. I'm happy for you.
Because every box that we send out, theoretically, we could have opened.
Yes.
So we always put ourselves in that.
The Champions League Sapphire.
Yeah.
That a good man Malik bought. That I got a 101 Mbappe in it. Which, by the way, I don't know if he still has that now, but
I mean, what a
PSA 10.
what a rip that turned out to be.
But like, that's a box that was loose. Wasn't a case. Like, we had it in a case that had been open, and we were selling different boxes out. But we could have easily opened it.
Yeah.
101 Mbappe. You only get 2 parallels in it.
Yeah. Incredible that would have been.
And then the Chronicles, those are the ones that hurt the most, because those had the most likely of opening it.
Yeah.
Chronicles mini boxes. We had 1 La Liga left, 1 EPL left. EPL had a Ronaldo redemption autograph, and the La Liga had a Messi patch auto, I think.
Wow.
And I was just like, that was the La Liga was the hurtful one. It was the last mini box we had left, and it was just in my house.
You could have ripped it any time.
Easily.
You could have just said, "You know what? I'm just
going to open this, remove it from the website. It's a bit awkward even
Yeah.
being there, just shipping by itself, you know." Because we had the mix-and-match, which was amazing for that.
Yeah.
When it was just one single box, I was like, I think someone DM'd us and said, "Do you have any more?" And I said, "I just have a La Liga box." I didn't even think it was on the website, Jason.
I know. Frustrating.
Annoying.
But
great.
So if you're hitting stuff in the Prism, let us in the Prism boxes. Let us know what you're hitting. Do you know? I think we actually might have a couple of reviews that we haven't talked about in a while.
Oh my god, that's what I need right now.
So I'm gonna see if I have that on
A nice
my
review.
A
rebuke.
I hope it's not a rebuke.
Hope not. I bought a load of labels from our local post, because we obviously we ship a FedEx, but we have a local post office as well.
Yeah.
And I bought, because we have a big uptick in Irish orders, so I bought there's like a bulk deal you can do, Jason, to get labels. So I was like, oh great, that works out cheaper. And I was about to ship 2 things to Ireland, so I said, let me buy that. But they're shipping it to me. I thought it was going to be like credited on my account.
No, they're sending you physical labels.
Yeah, but does that mean I have to write them? How else? How else would I do it?
No, I think you put a label on it, and then you put. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to handwrite all those ones.
Yeah, so I think in their mind you have like a label maker. You're printing out a label with the address, putting the address label on it, and then putting that label on it like a stamp, and sending that.
I just need to see how it shows up. I thought I was just gonna get them credited to my account,
and that you'd still be able to use.
Yeah, I bought this bulk thing, and then I had to buy 2 separate labels to ship out the Irish orders. I was like, this doesn't
make sense.
But it seems like a good deal. They had it till the end of the month. I was into it.
So that's on post here in Ireland.
Yeah.
So if you're in Ireland and you order, you get on post because they're super reliable within the boundaries
Not during this Christmas season, let me tell you.
No. But that's every post. Every.
Oh, yeah. They've been slow. My FedEx guy told me, this is actually important for the listeners.
Yeah.
My FedEx guy said, do not ring in a collection on the 23rd of December.
Okay.
Don't do it, he said. I'm done on the 22nd.
Right.
Now, technically, he's not done on the 22nd. He's meant to be on the 23rd. But
he's saying,
he's going to everyone
off.
and saying, don't do it. Yeah. I'm personally off. And he also says, it doesn't resume again until I think the 28th. So he said, if you do ship it on the 23rd, it'll probably just end up getting lost anyway.
Yeah.
You don't want that. And he said, like, I know you have some valuables that you're shipping. And I was like, don't be...
Yeah, he's like, and by the way, I've seen these labels. So then we maybe need to put like a thing on the... I see websites doing this where they put like a minimum or a maximum, like a...
Cutoff date. A period of no...
Yeah. Orders ordered after this date will not be shipped until that date.
Yeah.
We'll get on that. So if you...
But if people that ring in orders today on Thursday...
Yeah.
We'll have them shipped out Friday.
That's right. So what's our cut-off date is like Tuesday maybe, which is the 20th. Or the Wednesday is 21st.
No, we can ship on the 22nd.
I thought you said don't do it on the 22nd.
Don't do it on the 23rd.
Oh, up to and including the 22nd.
Absolutely.
Right.
22nd is the last day I can ship out, which kind of concerns me on...
You would wonder what happened, like, because he's taken off the 23rd, but surely the person on the other end is also taking off the 23rd.
Don't know what's happening.
You know.
It's a weird one, because we're waiting on a few boxes that we still need to even pre-sell on the site, Jason. We're waiting on a few boxes, and what if they come... Say, what if...
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
But this is
everyone has
this problem with Christmas.
It's Christmas. Okay.
Right, let's look at these reviews, because we haven't actually read reviews in a few...
Minutes.
Yeah.
What episode number is this?
Or maybe we have actually done... 128 is the...
128.
There's definitely one review we haven't read, and then maybe you can tell me if there's another one we haven't read right
Maybe
now.
Start on the one that you're not sure about.
Do you remember the one about the two Irish guys moving into the neighborhood?
That never happened.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you remember the one?
Well, I'll read that. I'll read this.
Okay.
Right. I think you're going to remember it when I... Anyway, okay.
Maybe you pitched it weirdly.
So I might have done. Right. So on the 6th of December, we had... this is from Dubstepper on Apple Podcasts. Great show, 5 stars. I really enjoy these guys talking about soccer and soccer cards. Great stuff. P.S. GGMU.
GGMU.
Yeah.
Glory Man United.
Ah.
You didn't know what that meant?
I did not.
I think that's what that means.
GGMU. Yeah. Definitely. P.S. GGMU. 6 letters and yet so much information contained.
That's 4 letters.
No, P.S.
Oh.
Was
that the whole review?
Yep. I like that. The review also contained a synopsis of the show. I really enjoy these guys talking about soccer and soccer cards. Our tagline should really be talking about soccer and soccer cards.
Yeah, the guys who talk about soccer and soccer cards.
Yeah. That's really what it is. There are podcasts talk about cards, but we talk about soccer and soccer cards.
Yeah, no, that was a good review.
That was a good review and a good, helpful blurb. Right. You got to remember this one. I remember this from Doug on Apple Podcasts. 5 stars, breaking down international barriers. The most informative, entertaining sports card podcast available today. I typically list the Soccer Cards United upstairs while multitasking. One day my wife asked me if there were Irish guys that moved into the neighbourhood and what my new friends' names were. I simply replied, Jason and Enzo. You don't remember this?
You never read it.
I read it myself.
You read it yourself. You probably told everyone about it.
I didn't tell anyone about it. I just read it.
It's good enough that you read it, you laughed, you chuckled along, and then you feel like you said it here.
That's
you
it.
Didn't. You kept it to yourself.
I was so satisfied by it.
It felt like you've put it out into the world.
Yeah.
You haven't. Thanks for not sharing.
I simply replied, Jason and Enzo. Apparently, Jason and Enzo have such an ability to connect with their audience that it literally sounds like they are in the same room carrying a conversation amongst friends. I would not be surprised my wife puts them on our family Christmas card list. Thanks for all you do, Doug in Nashville, Tennessee.
Come on, that's not been said on this show.
I could have sworn we already read that one.
No, that's amazing.
Thank you to Doug.
Amazing.
For that.
No, you didn't.
Well, then I probably didn't read this one either. Must listen, 5 stars. Great podcast. They will update you on every soccer update out there. This is a must listen if you are in the hobby. Much love from Denmark and nice to see you guys at the Nordic Card Show. That's from Emil in Denmark.
You also didn't read that one out.
Right.
You've been slacking. I haven't got a good review in age. And do you know what?
Yeah.
We've got good reviews. I just haven't read them.
Yeah.
That Italian guy wants that Haaland. I never reached out to him. His phone number's in my phone. I seen that recently. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I do remember him.
So I don't know what to do.
Somebody also
I don't know what to do.
wait, reach out to him.
I might just send them one. But see, my problem is I have 2 of the versions. It's a whole, like, I don't want to get into a whole...
Oh, this is a Haaland sticker. So for the tell the listeners.
Oh, we did a deal for a Maradona sticker, which you would have seen on our socials.
Yeah.
From 1979, I believe, or 78. And 79.
Mm-hmm.
And the Italian guy who sold to us said he really wants the Haaland foosball sticker. He gets confused because there's fakes out there, which there isn't. I don't think there's fakes. I think it's just he was confused by the 3 versions of it.
Yeah.
And he said, I trust you to give me a good one. He said, I don't grade stuff, doesn't need to be in good condition, blah, blah, blah. My only issue is all the ones I kept were in great condition. I sold off my off-center one. Like, all the ones I have, I love to look at them.
Right.
But I have a lot of them, so it's fine. I'm happy enough to sell it. But I only have the 2nd and 3rd version of them. I don't have the original first version, which is the grayed out numbers.
And he wants the first version.
He wants to make sure he doesn't get a fake one, but I don't want to be sending him one and then explaining to him, this is not the first edition, but it's real and it's, you know. So now I'm kind of confused. I don't know what to do. I obviously don't want to not stand by my word. I was thinking of sending him a 3rd version or 2nd version, I think it is, which is the white border at the front, which is kind of the worst looking one of them all, but just sending it for free and then explaining to him the 3 versions.
I didn't have the first version.
Here's what it is, but they all came from Panini.
Right.
But I don't know.
Well, we'll soon find out. I also wanted to read out this YouTube comment, which is really kind of like a review.
Well, then why wasn't it a review?
I suppose just handy when he's watching the YouTube video. But anyway, I can say he with complete confidence because
okay, I'm just making sure.
YouTube analytics, it's 100% men, isn't it?
No,
it's 100%. Yeah,
no,
it's not on audio, but on video, it's 100% men.
On video,
yeah, the YouTube channel.
Just the women don't want to see us.
You're not appealing.
I thought you were saying the audio. That would have made me sad.
No, the audio.
No, I know. A good friend of the show listens.
Yeah, listens. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I
doesn't
know.
watch.
And she famously doesn't check out the YouTube.
Yes.
Because she listens when she walks.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be...
Oh, that'd
be dangerous.
It'd be very dangerous, yeah. We wouldn't want her getting herself in trouble. Anyway, Lint Inc. Archive on YouTube had the following feedback on our last episode, which is conducted over...
Zoom.
Yeah. StreamYard. We're a StreamYard household now.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to pay for it. I'm hoping if we just mention that at times we get it for free.
Is he about to criticize the StreamYard experience?
No. He says this. Seen many post-World Cup match analysis lately, and I must say your discussion about the quarter-final games was very well done and definitely provided an interesting point of view regarding the way in which these games ultimately turned out. Maybe next World Cup, when you both quit your respective jobs, you can go and do a post-game analysis of every single World Cup match. Nice job, lads.
Oh, I need to remind myself the quarter-final. There was England.
The episode was called English Tears and Dutch Tears and Portuguese Tears and Brazilian Tears.
Tears?
Yeah, tears.
Oh, tears.
They all got knocked out,
yeah. Yeah, that's very creative. You're good at what you do.
Thank you. So, isn't that nice? I thought what a compliment it is to say I've listened to a lot of analysis and yours provided an interesting point of view.
Now I'm like interested to know what our point of view was.
Well, I think we just have an interesting way of looking at the game.
I get you.
Do you know what I mean? Which I like because you're not...
That's an authentic compliment you're saying.
It's an authentic compliment. And it's also like we cannot, because there's only 2 of us, and like we're not going to be like, it's never going to be the most comprehensive. Like we don't have like a production staff to go out and like interview people and get all the stats and you know what I mean? So I think
for me, Football will give you all the stats, Jason.
What's that?
BR Football on Twitter.
Will give me all the important stats.
We have them blogged.
Who was born before who? How old this person was when that person made their debut.
Oh, they'll give it all, and they'll make really nice, weird graphics.
But I think if you're a couple of guys like us, having an interesting point of view is basically as good as you can get.
When you look at football Twitter,
and it's oftentimes just the same point of view repeated back and forth.
Yes.
I
was about to say the Reyna thing. I don't know if that's on the docket.
Which thing?
He came out with a statement.
He responded to the thing we talked about on Monday. Okay.
Did you not see that?
I didn't see that, no.
Oh, breaking news.
He
put out a big statement and he confirmed it.
Where did he put it?
Instagram. We definitely got tagged in it as well, but I seen it independently.
Okay.
It was big news.
Well, then we can talk about that. Do we put that in Hobby HQ or do we put that in your 4 week? Because he's such a hobby name, I think it could go in either one.
No, it could. Did you find it?
I'm just getting it now. Why don't we start with it?
Yeah, okay.
So it's such a big story.
Thank you to everyone for the YouTube comments. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to YouTube, because we're getting close to 1,000 subs. Thank you for all the reviews.
Okay, so
and also on Spotify, we're 114 reviews in.
Yeah.
And it's all 5 stars.
And I'm just thinking of that one person who's like, I can put myself on the map here.
Oh my God.
By
no.
No.
Come on. We need to grow this little podcast.
Okay, let's go now to Gio Reyna's response.
Jason's first time.
And I'm reacting live.
Yeah, Jason reacts live. You were too busy to care about what has happened with Gio Reyna.
Yeah. I thought that I put that to bed.
Yeah, you said these are the rumors. We're pretty sure it's him. This is what the vibe is. And you missed him coming out and saying what he said. Here we go. Can you believe this, by the way, before you even read it?
I can't believe that we're at this.
Can you show me the photo? I want to see the photo.
Yep.
For the people, there you go.
All right.
Here we go.
This is
crazy. I have a World Cup hot take after this. And it'll tie into this, but after this.
Fantastic.
It's not really a hot take, it's more of an observation.
None of us can wait to hear it. Okay, here we go. From Gio Reyna. I hope not to comment on matters at the World Cup. It is my belief that things that happen in a team setting ought to remain private. That being said...
That's the American way of saying what happens in the dressing room.
Stays in the dressing room, yeah. That being said, statements have been made that reflect on my professionalism and character, so I feel the need to make a brief statement. Just before the World Cup, Coach Berhalter told me that my role at the tournament would be very limited. I was devastated. I am someone who plays with pride and passion. Soccer is my life and I believe in my abilities. I fully expected and desperately wanted to contribute to the play of a talented group as we tried to make a statement at the World Cup. Okay. I am also a very emotional person, and I fully acknowledge that I let my emotions get the best of me and affect my training and behaviour for a few days after learning about my limited role. I apologised to my teammates and coach for this, and I was told I was forgiven. Thereafter, I shook off the disappointment and gave everything I had on and off the field.
So he was sulking.
Yeah, so in their version of events, as I remember, he was told, get it together, and only then did he improve. In his... He says, I had a little tantrum and then I came through it. I am disappointed that there is continuing coverage of this matter as well as some highly fictionalized versions of events, and extremely surprised that anyone on the US men's team staff would contribute to it. Coach Berhalter has always said that issues that arise within the team will stay in-house so that we can focus on team unity and progress. I love my team, I love representing my country, and I am now focusing only on improving and growing as a soccer player and a person. I hope that going forward, each person involved in US soccer focuses only on what is in the best interest of the men's national team so that we can enjoy great success at the World Cup in 2026. Now,
that's the least brief statement I've seen.
Yeah, that's quite an extensive brief statement there from Gio Reyna. React to that. I think he obviously felt there was some kind of... I mean, the way he was characterized in the stories from both Berhalter about the unnamed player and then presumably some of Berhalter's staff who came out and gave those uncredited or anonymous source quotes, he was characterized kind of like as a petulant child who had to literally be taken into a room of his peers and said, do you have anything you'd like to say to the lads here? And still then it was even said that the older lads like Jordan Morris and DeAndre Yedlin said to him, like, here's a checklist of what we need. You know, that's not good enough. You need to apologise, really apologise, and then apologise some more. And I suppose Gio Reyna read all that and felt as if he was being portrayed in it like he was an unwitting participant, like he was just getting dragged in every direction. And what he's trying to do here is recapture control of the narrative and say, this wasn't a case of me acting out and being taken to task. This was me going through a very reasonable and a normal emotional process.
Yeah. And also Semi throws the coach under the bus because he...
Oh yeah, there's a betrayal of confidence that's implied.
Yeah, no, but it's not just that. Yeah, it's like everyone was kind of like, even us, we were like, oh, so he wasn't playing because he was wilding out.
Yeah.
Whereas he was wilding out because he was told in advance, you're not playing.
You're not
Still
playing.
Brings the question of why did he not play Reyna?
Because
it wasn't that he wasn't training professionally. He got told,
yeah,
you're not playing. Then he didn't train professionally because, of course, he was disappointed. He was really sulking.
So what he's doing there is he's saying, right, I've seen people let Berhalter off the hook for not playing me because it seems like it wasn't a tactical decision. And I'm here to say
It was.
it was a tactical decision. What followed after that
Was my reaction.
was my reaction
Exactly.
to that tactical decision.
I like that.
Now, it's not right for a player. It doesn't. If you're told by the coach, this is your role in the tournament,
It's going to be limited. You're going to be coming off the bench as an impact sub.
then it's still not okay. It doesn't not okay to just throw your toys out of the pram and say, "Well, I'm not training then because fuck this."
Yeah.
But it does make it. He's basically not letting Greg
Away with
get
it.
away with it.
And it's also bad man management.
Yeah, it is bad man.
Because this is Reyna, who's 20, maybe
Yeah.
21 years of age. He's young, basically very young, very excited for the World Cup. Kind of knows he's one of the best players
Yeah,
in the team, and then gets told a few days before the World Cup, essentially a few weeks maybe, hey, you're not really going to be doing too much.
yeah,
Going to need you off the bench. You're going to be really limited. Just letting you know so you're not up disappointed. I'm letting you know in advance. You're not really in my plans.
yeah,
And then you're kind of like, I can imagine him wanting to train professionally and not even being able to. How can you get psyched up for a game? I understand you're professional, you should.
Yeah.
But as a young player, you can see how it would have thrown him off, and just he's like, why the F am I even here? Kind of a vibe. At which point the manager should be approaching the player and trying to fix it and trying to that's man management, but at the same time, it's a World Cup, get yourself together, be ready to come off the bench and make an impact.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are some managers that will go and will say, like, look, okay, we need to work through this. Then there are other managers that say,
Get over it.
get over it. I have 25 other guys here.
I have a job to do.
Yeah, and I'm not waiting around. I'm not going to sit around.
And by how they performed, he made maybe the right call.
Yeah, like he didn't do the.
It wasn't a disastrous World Cup.
It wasn't a
great.
disastrous World Cup.
So,
And because you still don't know. The problem for Gio Reyna is it's a vicious cycle. He's saying, I was told I wasn't going to take part. So then I did a load of things that were going to make it even less likely that I was taking part. Now I'm annoyed that I didn't take part at all.
he played a little bit.
Played a little bit and was thrown to the Wolves at the end of the Netherlands game. But there is a version of that story where he ends up scoring a goal in the say second or third match, and then in the post-match press conference, Greg says something like, "Yeah, actually, I told Gio before the tournament that we weren't going to be using him much, but being the professional that he is, he trained, he kept himself in contention." And luckily, I felt confident to turn to him when I needed an impact made. He came off the bench, and we're all delighted for him. And we're going to see about him now in the next game. If you react poorly, you're cutting yourself off from possibilities, which you're then blaming somebody else that they don't exist in the first place.
Basically, just terrible situation.
Terrible situation and poor management.
Yeah.
So, Gio Reyna still bright future ahead.
Absolutely. And you can see him. He's already going next World Cup. I'm going to be in that team. That's what he's saying.
He's saying if people are taking bets on who's more likely to be there, me or Greg Berhalter, it's me. So don't worry about that. I'll be back. What was your World Cup hot take?
I just think
or observation.
We're always trying to build up the World Cup and explain to people how important it is.
Yeah.
And some people are like, oh, it's like the Super Bowl. And we're like, yeah, but imagine if the Super Bowl only happened once every 4 years and da-da-da. And I just, over how often do you see players crying at the end of a game that you do in the World Cup? It's hard to even capture. Like Neymar was inconsolable.
Yeah.
Ronaldo as well.
Yeah.
Inconsolable. The Moroccans weren't too bad. I think they were still delighted to be there.
Yeah. Well, they overachieved.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be inconsolable. Modric was inconsolable.
Yeah.
Held it together better, but he was devastated.
Yeah.
And obviously, whoever doesn't win the final is going to be extremely.
Yeah.
But it's mad to see Ronaldo and even Messi. Obviously, everything's been positive for him so far, except for the first game, of course. But there's this real. I don't know. There's so much in it. There's so much to a World Cup. It's kind of weird because on one side you have Mbappe who's just tweeted out back-to-back World Cups. This is what I do for breakfast. Meanwhile, you have Ronaldo who's achieved everything he has in his career, walking off crying, completely devastated that a dream hasn't come to fruition. And it's not because you're not a good enough player.
No.
It's because you only get maximum 5 chances at this, and there's a million components that go into it. And you see Messi at his second ever final, and it's if he falls short, we'll probably never see him win the World Cup. Very likely. And it's I don't know. There's something about that. I think we missed a lot of it in Qatar because the atmosphere has been a bit weird and whatever. But the World Cup it's hard to describe how different it is. Neymar was disgusted.
It's a different.
And of course, Neymar's been sad at the end of Champions League finals.
Yeah,
but it's different. It's a different level. I don't know.
It's a national. It's a real pain that you feel.
Because it's not about money at all. Most
No.
people donate the money. They don't compared to what they make at club level, they don't get too much bonus money, but they do. And most people just donate it. It's literally just pure. I think that's it. It's one of the few areas of football that's just purely about the game and the pride of playing for the team.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I also I heard an interesting. Did you see the clip of the journalist talking to Messi?
The woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And saying, like, a friend of him didn't see it. Basically, she's like, I don't have a question. I just wanted to say, we're all behind you. We all appreciate what you do. No matter what happens in the final, we're all completely behind you. And we, I just wanted to say that you're our idol, and
You don't need a World Cup.
you don't need a World Cup to us, which is completely different to where Messi's relationship with the national team was.
Oh.
Even in 2018, which was, you do need a World Cup.
Yeah.
Bring home a World Cup or you're not welcome here anymore.
But yeah, it used to literally be like, he looked so happy in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Having a great time, winning everything. And they're like, what the hell? And then when he went to national duty, it was like, he was like, I want to go back to Barcelona. I want to be here. Then obviously he moved to PSG. And then at that point, there was also a turn where it's like, Argentina was his happy place versus PSG. Now he's happier at PSG a year later. That was obviously a crazy move for him.
But yeah, and then I heard the journalist Martin Mazur, who's Argentinian, he was saying that what he's noticed is for ages and ages and ages, they always wanted to win through Messi. Like, it was always like, Messi has to bring us to victory. He's leading us to victory. And if he doesn't, that's his failure. And he said there's been like a change with this current group of players, because mostly Messi's peers are out. Angel Di Maria is really the only player that Messi would have come up with that's still playing for the national team. So, like in 2018, you still had Aguero there, you still had Mascherano there, guys like that.
Higuain.
Yeah, Higuain, yeah. So, like, whereas now he said instead of wanting to win through him, they want to win for him. Like, and that's like the big difference is like, if you don't get us a World Cup, you've let us down. It's now, if we don't get you a World Cup, we've let you down. It's nothing to do with you.
But I say, like, a lot of the players like Julian Alvarez, like, what age was he when Messi was in the last World Cup final?
Completely, yeah.
18?
Yeah.
Maybe? Was it 40? What's he, 22?
He's 21 or 22, yeah.
Say 18, 19.
Yeah.
Messi would have been his idol.
Yeah.
Do you
Completely,
know,
yeah.
You're supporting Argentina, you're so excited, Messi's your idol. And now it's like, all of those young players are in a position now where it's like, this is the absolute GOAT.
Yeah.
It's the legend. We can be part of history and blah, blah, blah.
And there's also, they
He's
won...
still playing so well.
So well. They, I mean, when they won the Copa America, that was the first trophy in 28 years. So that was like, right, that kind of showed everyone, like, it's not him. He's not the problem. It's us. Like, we need to all kind of band together. And just when you look at the Argentina team, the amount of unity that they have and just, like, togetherness, which is why they'll be so sad when they go out. Sorry, if they go out in the final, they get beaten in the final. when they
that's like, you take out a French t-shirt, you're Le Bleu. And that's why Messi just pans the camera to your face. You're going to be very sad.
That's why I'm sorry to say.
Takes out Mbappe autograph.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
So no, it's just like the highs in the World Cup, the highs are higher and the lows are lower than in any other time.
I'm going to be watching, I think, the World Cup final through my fingers.
Yeah.
Because I think the narrative of Messi, and we said it since the start, we were, from pre-tournament, we said, we think Argentina can do it.
Yeah.
We think Messi can do it.
Yeah.
First game was shambles. They looked terrible.
Yeah.
Never seen them look worse. They obviously bounced back. They've grown into the tournament, if you will.
Yeah.
And I just can't... Like, I love the narrative either way. A back-to-back World Cup win for France is great. But I can't get by Argentina winning it.
I don't think anyone other than French people...
would just be physically sick
to
watch, like, France beat them 3-0, for example.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be able for it.
No.
It'd be so sad.
I mean, like, football is not... Football does have a tendency to take your narratives and just do away with them. Football doesn't tend to be like a very romantic sport.
It
can be, but it's very rare when it is. Like, this is, especially the way France have been playing, you know, it could be a 1-0 to France.
Oh, yeah.
And then in that case...
In fairness, they're not big for clean sheets.
They're not big for clean sheets.
Could be a 2-1 to France.
Could be a 2-1 to France, and it's almost like... But it could be like it could be 2-0 by minute 60, and then there's goal on minute 85, then there's 5 frantic minutes, and then that's that, you know?
Yeah, it could be, like, it's hard to call. I think France are favourites going in. I don't know what the bookies say.
I don't know what the bookies say either.
But in my head, I think they are.
Yeah.
Like, more likely as them, but, like... Because You'd imagine they're going to try to keep Messi quiet, as everyone does, try to do. And I don't know, I don't love Alvarez going up against Varane.
No.
I don't love it, but at the same time, you don't have to love it.
Yeah, I mean, France have, like,
They've such a squad.
But they had to really struggle to beat England. Yeah. England should have been a draw. Or even lost, because England played, I think, better than them on the night. Morocco
conceded an early goal, and that was it.
Conceded an early goal.
They started an injured defender, and then they conceded an early goal. Had to make a sub.
Yeah, Aguero got injured in the warm up, I think, and then Saiss, that's their centre half pair and gone.
Yeah,
for a team that's built on clean sheets.
So and then they lose their clean sheets 5 minutes in. That was it. So you can't really tell too much about France after that game. No. That's what's kind of confusing.
Argentina have had to, they
beat a very strong Netherlands team, very organised Netherlands team, but again,
and really had to struggle to beat them.
Yeah, they managed to put on a great performance against Croatia, who, to be fair, were kind of just one step too far. They were tired,
looked exhausted.
So it's kind of tough. Argentina, I just think they're running on a lot of adrenaline.
They are.
That's it. I think Argentina are kind of running on a lot of adrenaline and also running on the narrative of Messi winning. And I think France are a well-oiled unit.
France, this is I think if
Giroud could just pop in a goal.
Yeah. If you're France, this is the perfect situation.
And in fairness, if you remember back 2018, the game of the tournament was France-Argentina.
Yeah.
And Argentina got wrecked.
Yeah.
Comfortably. That was literally the game that really Mbappe burst onto the scene. That was the one. That was like his big moment. Round of 16, I believe.
So I don't know. I did want to mention Julian Alvarez, though. I just want to have his recent sales here on 130 point because...
look at that.
Look at that. So, Julian Alvarez going into the tournament was obviously one of the big rookies in
World Cup
Prism. He has Panini Instants from River Plate. He's had rookie logos on his Tops Now cards this year. I presume everyone's going to give him a rookie logo this season for Manchester City. But I think based on the tournament he's had, the World Cup Prism cards will kind of like Mbappe be his
rookie. Only the difference is it'll actually have a rookie logo as well.
It'll actually have a rookie logo. Now, obviously, unlike Mbappe... What's that?
Pre-tournament, we said, like, will Julian Alvarez be on the checklist? Hopefully he doesn't mess around.
Yeah. So you can see, like, there's recent stuff here. Like, there's a base card and a New Era insert going for 12 quid. New Era Silver going for 30 quid. Then you have a White Sparkle. I think White Sparkle is of 11. I think.
Okay, wow.
That's $1,100. These are all just recent. So 50.
White Sparkle came out with like a White Sparkle pack, didn't they? The World Cup Panini Points pack thing.
There's a manga case hit going for 450. 850 for a blue hyper of 49.
That's interesting. Like manga as a rookie, that could be cool.
Yeah, rookie insert. Green Wave going for 40. So basically, like these are like what I would describe as healthy prices. They're not crazy prices, but if you were buying into Julian Alvarez in breaks, or you were at the start of the tournament, or you were you hit Julian Alvarez, or you were buying into Argentina breaks and getting like that's good, and it's just good to see like this is like the market in action.
Yeah.
There's a maroon of 22 PSA 9 going for 1,600 yesterday.
The Maroons were really hyped,
and that's a PSA 9. So obviously, like between the semi-final, he scored 2 goals in the semi-final.
Yeah, and won the penalty.
So,
and has obviously earned his starting place over Martinez,
which has been
during the tournament.
He's had a whole
because he scored. I think he's on 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah, 4. I think
4.
Yeah. Interestingly, also Enzo Fernandez has earned his starting place as well. So they've both of them.
Enzo in the World Cup final, Jason. Can you believe it?
Amazing. And I think just 6 months ago, both of them were still at River Plate and got knocked out of the Argentina Cup as the last game ever for River Plate. They both left, and then look at them now. They're flying. So there you go. Julian Alvarez cards are doing well. Congratulations to anyone who... I'm going to see what the latest sale in the Panini Instant is.
The one thing we're in. This is one of the coolest ones, though. First ever card.
It is. There's a 1 of 1 from this World Cup. There you go. December 13th, $76.
Not great.
That could be even lower than we bought it at.
When was that? December?
Yeah, 2 days ago. That was on Sunday.
Was that an auction?
An auction, yeah.
See, it's one of those ones that people don't really know about.
$113, 30 November.
For that to really go up, I think at this stage,
Yeah.
you need him to kind of go astronomical.
And people to be looking for opportunities.
Yeah, and then that kind of like, by the way, this was first.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough. A lot of people don't know about it. And people don't love Panini Instant.
No, I
But
get that.
as a first thing, I get it. And also with the River Plate kit, because it's such an iconic kit.
Yeah. I think it'll always kind of be like a curiosity.
Yeah.
A bit like that Haaland tops now.
Like, we have two, but I wouldn't sell both. That's kind of one I want to keep.
Because it's I think
it's a collector's piece.
It's a genuine collector's piece. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen it. You were a bit. I don't know what you were doing yesterday, but Twitter. A lot of people, like maybe 4 or 5 people, messaged us about
Yes.
the Alvarez.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Shout out to you guys. You were always on that." It was really nice.
It's
very rare that happens.
It's very rare.
It's not rare that we get it right. It's rare that people come out and they go. They actually talked about that ages ago. Fair play. That was nice because Mohamed Kudus was in that bracket.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nunez.
Yeah, Nunez.
Before he moved to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Who else was in that?
Vlahovic we were talking about.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Listen, people.
Listen up. Yeah. And I was actually Cody Gakpo. Be interested to see now when these rookies from Prism, where they go from here. I mean, Gakpo
having an amazing season.
Amazing tournament. 23 years old. Should go for big money either in January or in the summer, and then it'll be interesting to see what happens to him after that. You know, does he just is he a 10 goal a season man, or is he like the main man for a big club? I mean, I read that PSV are expecting Real Madrid to come in from. Who knows?
Yeah,
you know. But we'll have to
Real
see.
Madrid are going on like a victory tour of signing young players that are not Mbappe. I think they really hate him.
Yeah.
Endrick, I think, was part of that.
We're getting everybody. We have some because they built up an amazing fund to pay for Mbappe that could buy you like 5 or 6 other superstars.
Top players,
yeah. So that's that. What else we have? The semi-finals. We kind of just talked about that, and the finals, and the final.
The World Cup final.
Obviously, Morocco and Croatia will play the third place playoff on Saturday.
It's always a really sad game.
Very sad. I have a feeling that'll go to penalties.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, they played against each other already this tournament and it was a draw.
Yeah. And neither of them score a lot of goals. If I was them, just play through it and
go through the motions.
The
people that win the third place are always happy, but at the same time, because, you know, if you have to play a third place playoff and you lose it,
yeah,
you're just like,
then you really were like, if you finish third in the World Cup, that's actually something.
You're on a plaque.
Yeah, you have to win a game to get third place. There's no medal just for being a semi-finalist. So yeah, Modric, I thought, had a couple of moments in the game against Argentina, but the Argentina game was just, it was only, once that penalty happened, it was only flown one way.
Oh, and it was flowing very well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said the penalty shouldn't have been given.
No, I mean, I don't know where the keeper was supposed to go.
Mm.
He wasn't out of his box. He was literally in line more or less with the ball. He missed the ball and Alvarez ran into him, but it wasn't for me, it wasn't a definite penalty.
Yeah. Crazy call to make in a semi-final of the World Cup.
A big call, yeah. And I felt bad for Livakovic as well because he'd been so good.
Yeah, he'd been really good.
All through the tournament, maybe the goalkeeper of the tournament. And
him or Bono, they'll probably give it to Bono.
Yeah, him or Bono,
Maybe it could be, depends on what happens in third place playoff.
That's right.
It's definitely going to go to penalties.
Definitely, has to. So yeah, and then Morocco, I think, obviously did fantastic. I mean, it was
history. They're going to go back and they're probably going to get a huge reception.
Huge reception.
They'll definitely get a huge reception.
It's fantastic for African football, for the Arabic footballing world. Yeah, congratulations to Morocco.
Absolutely.
But France and Argentina,
great final.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember, like, I wanted to inject the round of 16 into my veins in 2018.
Yeah.
One of the best games.
Yeah.
But it was a blowout as well. Like, it was complete domination.
Well, it finished. What did it finish? 4-3.
4-2.
4-2.
I believe 4-2.
What's it?
Yeah,
I think
4-2. I think 4-2 could have been. Like, I'll check. But I'm pretty sure 4-2. Mbappe got 2. Pavard scored the mad goal.
That's right. The swerver.
He's snapping that he's not in the team.
Yeah.
I think he's not in the team for as simple a reason as Lucas Hernandez gone from the left, Teo goes forward more, and the other two can act as other 3 can act as a back 3.
Because Pavard would have been going forward. It's just
he's about 4-3. Sorry,
4-3. Yeah, Aguero got a goal late on.
Very late.
Yeah.
Cracking game.
Cracking game. So it'd be great to have a repeat of that amount of goals, if not that result. I think unless you were French or Brazilian or perhaps Portuguese, I think most of the world would be supporting Argentina.
Yeah, and I think most of the stadium will be supporting Argentina for sure.
Yeah.
Which has played a big factor this World Cup because not a lot of fans from Europe travelled over.
Yeah, and we see that the atmosphere where there's been European teams playing each other has been significantly less noisy than when there's been teams from other parts of the world.
I'm reliving this 4-3 back in the day.
You're replaying it over in your head all the moment. So, yeah, we're going to be back on Monday to talk about that World Cup. That World Cup final.
That World Cup final.
Yeah, that World Cup final.
We might spend a few hours talking about the round of the third place playoff.
Yes.
Somehow we'll find it more interesting.
Yeah, well, you never know. Sometimes storylines pop up. And then I believe we're away the next 2 Mondays.
Yeah. Thursdays.
And Thursdays, yeah. We're
not doing that Thursday, are we not? Is that Christmas?
I think that's
7 days' time. That's 22nd.
22nd. We could do. I don't mind.
I don't mind. Maybe.
We'll see how we feel.
So Monday could be the last episode for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, there might be like a thing where
something crazy.
On Monday we do the wrap up of the World Cup. On Thursday we do like our Christmas episode.
Okay.
And then we're gone. Then we're gone for a couple of weeks.
Spend time with our families.
Yeah. Try and reconnect with the outside world.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the next couple of days. Good luck to all of our Croatian, Moroccan, French and Argentinian listeners.
Absolutely.
If you want to buy some World Cup Prism, it's up there on soccerunited.com.
We're extending the sale price for the World Cup final for Messi versus Mbappe, Jason.
Yeah, Messi versus Mbappe.
Genuinely, what do you want to happen? What do you think is going to happen?
What I want to happen, I'd like...
you said not what you want to happen. But you want to give me both. Tell me your feelings.
What I want to happen is that Messi scores and Argentina win.
A Golden Boot World Cup double.
Yeah,
another man of the match.
I want that.
Everyone, we get to look back and go, actually, if you pay attention, Messi bossed the entire World Cup. It's amazing. Except for that one game against Saudi Arabia, but let's not dig into that.
Let's not even dig into that. That's what I want to happen. What I think is going to happen is that Argentina are going to hit a brick wall when it comes to France, and France are going to dispatch them
easily enough.
Maybe I look stupid. I mean,
it's tough. It could go like anything could happen.
Do you know the reason I know that I want Argentina to win the World Cup is that a few months out from the World Cup, I was predicting Argentina to win. But the closer it gets to that, I can't quite
say it out loud.
I can't quite predict it because I feel that as soon as I predict it's not going to happen.
Don't do it.
So I'll say I want Argentina to win, but I think that France.
Here's what I would say.
Yeah,
I can see a game where the last 10 minutes are Argentina frantically trying to get something.
Yes.
I can't see a game where the last 10 minutes are France frantically trying to get something.
No. I mean, I think you look at the Croatia game, and there was many, many times when Borna Sosa was out on the left on his own and could freely cross the ball if he wanted to, refused to cross the ball because he wasn't thrilled by the options of Kramaric and Perisic. I think if that's Theo Hernandez or Griezmann out there on the left on their own, and Giroud is in the box.
After all the trouble the big man for the Netherlands, Weghorst, gave Argentina.
I think Giroud is probably licking his lips.
Damn.
Because you have it, and also you have...
What a narrative. That would be a Giroud hat-trick to get the Golden Boot vindicated. One of the greatest French strikers that never actually really got respected at any point of his career.
Yeah. I think you look at how Giroud is playing, how Mbappe is playing, how Griezmann is playing.
Oh, Griezmann's playing unbelievable.
And just,
And like whatever midfield they put together plays unbelievable.
Yeah. But then Argentina have the weight of history on their side. What do you think is going to happen?
You're like, let me throw it to him. As I said, I can't see it. I can't see an end where France are frantically trying to score.
Yeah.
Right. I don't see that. I can't picture that happen. And of course, it can happen. Obviously. Right. Mm-hmm. I think that Mbappe and Theo Hernandez are going to give Molina or whoever else might play right back a very difficult time.
Yeah.
A very difficult time. I think Messi, to a degree, this is going to sound crazy, to a degree is being carried in terms of if the other team is better. Like if France are better on the ball, Messi's a passenger unless the ball is at his feet.
Yeah.
Which could really stunt you at the highest level.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Ronaldo. Oh, you can't press. It's that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
If France have the freedom to pass around the back into the midfield and get it wide, could be trouble. I think Julian Alvarez is going to have a big job on his hands running around.
Yeah.
And if Argentina score, it'll either be the set piece, or you can see Messi threading a ball through to Julian Alvarez just to be clinical, and he is clinical. So,
I mean, we saw the when Guardiola and Messi had that battle, and Messi like rolled back the gears and did that crazy skill and everything.
that was so iconic because Guardiola was the best defender at the tournament.
Yeah, it was like
You could not get, and in that game you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and he was like almost man marking Messi. If you look at the highlights,
he was
so many
ripping the whole
times
time. Yeah,
he's so up the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Where's your position?
and it's like the thing about it is the other Croatian centre half is Dejan Lovren. France is a different proposition entirely. They have more athleticism in the team. They have more pace in the team. They have more experience at the highest level in the team.
The Argentinian strikers are not tall enough for this.
Yeah, Deo Upamecano is so tall. He's huge.
So
He's like
is
6'2" or 3. Yeah,
So how
these are giants.
Alvarez is small.
He's a little fella. He's running around. Messi's small.
Lautaro Martinez is small.
Small.
Enough.
There's only
Small
small options on the bench.
So it's trouble. Now I'm also scared of. I don't know if he's injured, but Di Maria.
Yeah,
I'm scared of them kind of. That's why I can picture happening. They need a goal. They end up throwing on Di Maria almost as a kind of like.
yeah,
Hopefully he does what he used to do,
yeah.
and it just kind of
Now the thing is,
just not being quite enough.
France are not that
Unbelievable.
good at defending.
It's true,
Now,
but it makes no sense.
yeah, is it that they're not that good at defending, or is it that do they have a tendency to switch off? I think they have a tendency to switch off. I think
You think in a final they won't?
in a final,
But I mean, we've seen Lloris switch off in the last final.
true.
Mandzukic stole the ball off and put it in an empty net.
Yeah, but is that again? Is that France underestimating Croatia?
And is that also experience they have in the bank?
Yeah, I mean they've been in, I think, the 2016 Euros final, 2018
World Cup final,
World Cup final,
Nations League, I think.
Nations League final. Yeah. So, and it was only, it's actually interesting, it's the two times Deschamps has Benzema in his squad, 2014 World Cup and the last Euros, that he hasn't gotten to the final. So, we'll see. We're back on Monday to talk about it all.
Yeah, scandalous.